is beautiful.
Lovely greetings to our dear students wherever you are. This is Mr. Beta with a lesson in English, and we are dealing with verbs. Specifically, we are diving deep into gerunds and the participles. So to begin our lesson, let us focus on this particular sentence. Swimming is fun, but swimming sharks are scary. If we can focus on the word swimming, it is naming an activity. At the same time, it is describing a noun. So here is a situation where you can have one word playing two different functions. So in continuation, can we look at the verbal rule? What is a verbal? A verbal is a word form from a verb, but functioning as a completely different part of speech. So looking at our example we had another word that functions as a noun and another word that functions as an adjective. This is the most interesting part of our lesson, where we look at gerunds and participles as verbals, and they are playing different functions. They may appear similar, but they differ in grammatical functions. Right, moving on with our lesson, let's proceed with one of the types of verbals. And this is the gerund. What is a gerund? A gerund is an ing form of a verb that functions specifically as a noun. Now look at this. It is coming from a verb, but it functions as a noun. So I always tell my students to say, let's call this now, verb noun. Let's call it a verb noun because it's coming from a verb and it is functioning as an adjective. Can we look at the examples? Singing is her passion. Fishing is a popular pastime. She is good at dancing. Her hobby is reading. Now, how come we are saying it is functioning as a noun? Remember, a noun has functions. A noun can function as a subject of a verb, can function as an object of a verb, an object of a preposition, and subject complement or complement of a verb. So if you can check in the first example, singing is a subject of a verb. In the second example, fishing is a subject of a verb. And in the third example, dancing is object of a preposition, at. And lastly, reading is a complement of a verb. So here it is functioning as a noun. Thank you. Now let's dive deep into the participle. What is a participle? A participle is a verb form of a word used as an adjective. And this is a bit puzzling. A verb form of a word used as an adjective. To memorize it better, we can call it a verb adjective. A verb adjective. And here's the part that makes the participle a bit puzzling. It has two types. We have the present participle and the past participle. How do they differ? Let's start with the present participle. The present participle ends in ing and functions as an adjective, describing either a noun or a pronoun. While the past participle, it can end in ed, in d, en, or nt, and other forms, of course, but it also functions as an adjective. Now, let's proceed with the examples of present participles. Remember, a present participle ends in ing. Look at the first one, the singing bird. Let's use it in a sentence like this one. The singing bird perched on a branch of a tree. Singing describes the bird as an adjective. The rolling stone gathers no moss. Roaring describes the stone. The fishing boat arrived at sunset. Let's look at the word fishing. Fishing describes the boat. So these are examples of the present participle. Moving on with the examples of the past participle. Past participle examples, we can have the word like broken. The broken chairs were repaired. The broken chairs were repaired. The word broken is describing chairs. Another word is written as a past participle. Written. His written report impressed everyone. His written report impressed everyone. So written describes the report. And the last one, the exhausted players finally rested. Which word is describing our noun players? Is the word exhausted. So the exhausted players finally rested. This is an example of the past participle. Fine. Thank you.
New year at school, new era school. Everybody say new era school. Join today, reach the sky. Join today, set your dreams alive.